This is the episode 2 of our Queen Sacrifice series. The game that we will analyze today was between Mikhail Tal and Zviridov. In this game, we will see how Mikhail Tal calculated everything going to the in-between move, Queen Sacrifice. So if you are ready, let's go and analyze this one. Mikhail Tal playing with a white piece, e4, c5. It's like whatever opening his opponent gonna use against him, Mikhail Tal would be Mikhail Tal. Very aggressive, entertaining, and very sharp player. Especially his opponent would use this kind of sharp and aggressive opening. He would love to deal with this kind of opening. So knight f3, d6, d4. I haven't seen a game of Mikhail Tal use the knight c3 or d3. Like always going to d4 open game and then looking for sacrifice, tactical position, capture, knight takes, knight f6, knight c3. Very important that you protect this e4 by developing your other piece. G6 Dragon Variation. Dragon Variation is very popular in 90s. Like I also tried this kind of opening, but I don't know how to really, maximize the opportunity of the queenside attack. That is the reason why I shifted to other openings. Plus with the Fianchetto Bishop on G7. I love the Fianchetto Bishop on G7, but not the dragon. Okay, so bishop e3, bishop g7, and here the Yugoslav attack f3. The idea of f3 is to prevent the knight g4 after the queen d2. Bishop e2 is one of the options here, but Mikhail Tal wants the f3. Of course, the g4 and the h4 is one of the ideas. Knight c6, development, queen d2, pressuring the diagonal going to h6, and castling queenside. Bishop d7, very common, classic formation for Sicilian Dragon. Castling queenside. So 99.9% of player with castling queenside because that is the book line, that is the common castling for this kind of opening. Why? Because the white will castling queenside and will attack kingside, and black would castling kingside and would attack Queenside. That is the Sicilian Dragon all about. So you have to understand the theory, the principle of the opening before you use it. Queen A5, putting pressure on the queen side. It's everything is ready now. You only have to do is the rook, and then A6, B5, castling. So this rook may, of course, help the queen and the other rook to attack the queen side. King B1, very important move. Is once you castling queen side, you have to understand that king c to b. Even you castling in the black piece, king c to b to protect the 3 pawns at the same time to avoid your king being on the c, because there would be a rook later on the c. There you go. Rook c8, g4, very aggressive. It's like since you hadn't castling your king, let's go and attack your king side immediately. H6, h4, a6. You have now to counter attack. Bishop e2, the last minor piece to develop at the same time, connecting the two rooks. That is very important. If you want to prepare for kind of attack, you have to prepare first your pieces, connect your two rooks, prepare everything, and then attack. And here, knight e5, very common maneuvering of knight, going to c4, attacking the queen and the bishop, and e3. Usually, bishop takes knight and then rook takes knight, and the other rook will go to c or b. It really depends on the position because the b5, b4 will, of course, will occur on the board. But Mikhail Tal didn't want to wait that kind of maneuvering. He immediately attacked the knight and the h6 pawn by moving g5, G h takes g5, h takes g5, rook takes, and here I believe after the g5, Mikhail Tal calculated everything. Why? Because after rook takes h1, he didn't capture the rook here. Instead, pawn takes knight, g takes f6, rook takes, and knight takes d1. As you can see, the queen is hung, the bishop is hung, and after a queen takes queen, Mikhail Tal didn't capture the queen because after, let's say, bishop takes, it's all good for black. Instead, Mikhail Tal F takes G7. And how can you prevent this new queen on the board? While this queen is under attack, even you promote it using the rook, it's checkmate. And this queen we're gonna put to protect the king. And that is the reason why Zviridov resigned after all. F takes G7.